Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be working on the Evo 2. If you're new around here, welcome. This is my 1991 190E that we're converting into a 190E Evo 2. And we have an update for this. So the body kit is ordered and it should be here sometime to mid to early next year. So I'm excited about that. But in the meantime, we're going to be working on the inside of this car. So as you can see, we already have a few things taken apart. That's because I forgot to film an intro to this video. But anyways, here we go. What we're going to be doing on the interior is we're going to be removing the subwoofer, or subwoofers, there's actually two of them, and the wiring in there. We're also going to be taking apart some of the dash today as well. Cluster, we're going to fix the lights inside of it. I was driving this the other day, and there was no lights even when you turn the headlights on. So we're going to be taking that apart, removing these as well as they're broken, and going from there. All of this is already broken, so I'm not too worried about it. So this is the current state now. In order to get the center console out, there are some bolts that are going to be located there. You have one located right there below the wood trim. Parking brake has to come out. I've started disassembling it. These rubber trims just pop right off. And then there's another bolt in there. Now it helped that there was already no bolts holding this in, or only the two in the front. But parking brake is now out. It just has two bolts holding it, one here and the other one back here. You're going to need to remove the sensor. But once the parking brake is loose, we can go ahead and remove the center console out. All right, the center console is out. And here's just a close-up of the handbrake. You have one bolt sitting here and another one back here as well. It helps to move the seat back and forward to get those out. So we got those headlights out. They weren't working, or they weren't working the best. So we're gonna get some new ones on the way. I believe we actually may have a set laying around in storage. But now we're gonna be removing the wiring that the previous owner installed for the aftermarket subwoofers. So just random piece of rubber in there. It's all right. Go ahead and get this battery out of here. All right, got the battery out. Looks like there's a little bit of rust in there, but that's all right. Get it all cleaned up, all the leaves vacuumed out. There's a little bit of a hole in there and maybe a little bit of rust starting to form where the panel filler or the panel sealer is. So definitely gonna need to get that fixed in the future to make sure it doesn't get worse. But we're gonna go ahead and get all the missing parts in order, like the missing cowling, to prevent all the leaves and stuff from getting in there, because there was a lot of leaves in here. Now looking at it closely, it looks like that this side of the car may have been hit too. This is not straight. There's a little bit of a kink there, I guess you could say, compared to here where it's nice and smooth and straight. And here there's no damage. Now, that makes me wonder how the headlight is going to sit. Now, I'm not too worried about the fender because the kit comes with a completely new fender, but I want to make sure that everything's going to align properly. Yeah, this is bent here, so we're going to need some body work done on the front of the car as well. All right, headlights are out along with the turn signal reflectors. Now it's time to get that front and rear bumper off. All right, bumpers out. That was actually pretty easy. Just 4 bolts and a screw for that temperature sensor that I completely forgot about. But I forgot to mention, when you're doing something like this, taking everything apart, it's important to stay organized. So I have a bunch of little Ziploc baggies here that are labeled with all the bolts that I have and where they're coming from. Now, since the kit comes with a completely new front bumper and rear bumper, I'm just getting these done and out of the way, and along with the fenders. I thought this dent was just it, but turns out the actual spare tire well is dented as well. Well, rear bumper's off. Got a little bit of rust in that trunk pan or spare tire tray. You can see what I'm talking about. It's definitely crushed in there as well. Looks like it got tore out of the tow hook as well. It's all right though. Rear bumper's off. Would you be fine if I leave by the time the sun is out? I do not need a better show, I will be fine. Just let me go. So it looks like the first aid kit is actually still in here, which is pretty cool. It still has a lot of the stuff in here. No, definitely has been used. Anyways, rear deck has to come out because get these out of here. These are aftermarket. They're just kind of not even screwed in there, they're just placed in there. I don't know where this goes, but I just completely realized that this was actually unplugged auto track. Well, I'm surprised for the radio, the previous radio. It's probably the old harness, I'm assuming. Racks up. Yeah, I think that's for the old radio harness. And this grommet wasn't even in, so that's just simply lovely. All right, we got the junk subs out of the car. Wiring is partially taken out. It's hung up on the seat, but since the battery's out of the car, it won't move right now at the moment, but that's okay. Gonna be just cutting everything out. Just taking all this junk. We got most of the interior out, all neatly labeled on where it goes. Not exactly in the cleanest or best condition. Subs are out, a little bit cleaned up compared to what it was before. I can't get out all the stuff that's been embedded in the sound deadening. But in the next video, we're gonna be starting to work on the outside a little bit, taking off all these trim pieces and getting it ready for that body kit. But anyways, we got some work done on this car. We also have the carpets and the material ordered for the seats. Also in talks for purchasing that transmission. We're gonna be going with a dogleg transmission because it's a little bit more special rather than the regular H pattern. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to be subscribed to see this car transformed in the future.